Here's your news rush for July 25, 2026. 6 stories. Let's go. For 10 days, every update in this war has been worse than the last. Today, for the first time, it went the other way. Iran says it is open to continuing negotiations with the United States, as both sides try to get ceasefire talks back on track after a week of tit-for-tat strikes. It is not peace. Iran's foreign minister was clear that Tehran will defend its interests and stop the U.S. from exploiting the Strait of Hormuz to threaten it. But after 10 days of escalation, a country saying it will talk is the news. Yesterday oil was over $100. Today it is back around 87. Brent crude has eased sharply on news that Iran is open to resuming talks with the United States, which tells you something important about how this works. Oil prices do not wait for a war to end. They move on the possibility that it might. At the pump, though, the relief lags. American gasoline is still holding around $4 a gallon, because what you pay catches up slowly. Half a percentage point does not sound like much. Spread across the world economy, it is enormous. The International Monetary Fund has downgraded its forecast for global growth to 3% for 2026, down from 3.5% last year, with geopolitical tension and energy prices the main drag. At global scale, that missing half point is measured in millions of jobs that do not get created and investments that do not get made. The war in the Gulf is now showing up in the world's growth forecast. The dinner where presidents traditionally roast themselves got something different this year. President Trump returned to the rescheduled White House Correspondents' Association dinner on Friday night and delivered a rambling, hour-long speech to a room full of the reporters who cover him. The timing is what makes it notable. It lands just days after the Justice Department withdrew its subpoenas against the New York Times, in the middle of an unusually raw stretch between this White House and the press corps. In India, an exam leak is not a prank. It can end a career before it starts. The central government has proposed a tough new anti-paper leak law carrying prison terms of up to 10 years, penalties of up to 10 crore rupees, and mandatory action within 3 months. Alongside it, a major overhaul of the National Testing Agency, the body that runs NEET and JEE, exams that decide the futures of millions of students, and which have faced repeated leak scandals. When one exam decides a life, the leak is the crime. After a summer dominated by war and a World Cup, here is some sport with nothing at stake but sport. The 2026 Commonwealth Games are underway, with thousands of athletes from across the Commonwealth competing. India's campaign is beginning in the pool, with swimmer Shrihari Nataraj among the first into action. The Games rarely get the attention of an Olympics or a World Cup, but for the athletes in them, they are the whole point of 4 years of work. That's your news rush for today. Subscribe so you never miss a day.